Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're actually out here working in the garage and got all the wheels off the Predator because I'm going to show you guys how to mount beadlocks. These are Alba Racing beadlocks. This is the first one I did. I think it looks really good. I'm excited to see these on there. They're the 9x10 and the polished obviously and the red beadlock ring. They look really good. So I got that about like 28 foot-pound. 28 psi, my bad. Just letting that bead set, but it's really nice. Got that inside, and there we go. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do one. Okay guys, here we are. We got our beadlock wheel, our tire over here, and also glass cleaner or Windex. And it's really good for helping get this on the bead, lubricates it. This is your mounting hardware that comes with Alba Racing beadlocks. You can see it there, those have the threads in them. It comes with all the bolts required and everything. And we have the rings in another box. And we'll put those on after we get this on the wheel. So, start off, if your tires are directional, you just want to figure out what direction you want them on. These aren't Maxxis Razor 2 clones, they're GBCs. Work really good. Just come over here a little closer. You want to clean this bead of the tire up really good, and then you just want to spray it with some Windex or any other, like just soapy water will work fine. And then all you gotta do is just put a little pressure, and there you go. It's right on. It's not going to sit perfectly, it's just going to be around the wheel. On the back it's going to be sticking out a little bit, just like that. That's fine, that's how you want it. Just sit down there. And now you want to go get your beadlock ring. I'm going to grab it. Here we have our beadlock ring. And it's going to sit right there. It's going to squish the bead of this tire up in between the ring of that rim. So you just sit that there, and you line up those holes. I get you guys a good view of this. See, there's a little gap in there, but that's fine. Sit that on there, and you can line up the holes and see them right through. And then when you put your bolts in, you're gonna press down, and you'll be able to tighten them right up. So here we go. We take our mounting brackets, and we'll just start off with 2 bolts because they go 2 at a time. Just put this in here, put that round edge in towards the inside of the wheel. Make sure everything's lined up. Push that through, and match your threads up with that little bracket, and then get the thread started. There we go. We're gonna do the whole same process all the way around the wheel. Okay, now we have all our bolts and brackets in, all around the wheel. And it's gonna stay on there, it's just barely clamping that bead, and we still have a gap around here on the back. So that's how it should be. So we're gonna sit it back down. And I have a hex bit screwdriver, an adapter, and a 10mm socket. Probably not the best setup, but it makes it so you're not gonna over torque these, because you're supposed to have a torque wrench, but I don't have one that small. So I'm just gonna do a crisscross pattern to get them nice and snug. And then we're gonna give them a little torque all around in a circle towards the end. Now we have the entire circle here torqued pretty evenly. So on that last run, I just did all around once. Now your wheel should be nice or your tire should be nice and tight on your wheel. Still gonna have this gap on the back, and we're about to get that off in just a second. So before I gave this a little press in here to help get that rubber around it, so it'll start taking air. Just want to lay it back down now. You take off your valve stem cap, sit it to the side, go grab your air hose. You want to start filling it with some air. And there we go, it's taking air good. As you can see, that closed off a lot. It's still not on the bead yet, but we're getting there. It's going to need a decent amount of pressure. I think mine popped on before around 18 foot-pounds, not foot-pounds, PSI. But we're just going to keep adding some air to it. Probably get it in like the high 20s at least, and let it sit so it seats nice and good on there. So we can try to air this up so you guys can see that pop on. The bead just popped on. You can definitely hear it and feel it when it happens.